What is going on, good wonderful people? Here to bring in our video, and today we're doing a hockey video, an interesting topic video I don't think many people have done before. But this one, of course, I talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Vegas Golden Knights, but this video is specifically about jersey numbers. For those who all know, for example, Wayne Gretzky's jersey numbers retired permanently for every team, and also we all know for Pens or maybe all these players, maybe, but I think it's most likely just going to be Sidney Crosby, 87, retired for the entire league since he's a legend. He's one of the best players of all time. We all know players like for the Pens, 71 is going to be retired, 58, 29 of Marc-Andre Fleury, it's going to be hanging from the Raptors. One day, the four-headed monster will be. And today's video is about Penguins players that I could see that are non-superstars, that are only Penguins legends that could be retired. Keep in mind, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is saying these things will be retired, so we'll have to wait and see. And also to keep in mind, none of these players are Hall of Famers. The only ones on Penguins histories that are off the bat are Mario Lemieux, Jágr, and for the Sidney Crosby era is Crosby, Malkin, and Fleury. I almost said Letang, but I don't think Letang's going into the Hockey Hall of Fame. But his number, starting with who I think could be retired, is number 14, Chris Kuznets, who came from the Anaheim Ducks in a trade in February 26, 2009, which traded Ryan Whitney to the Pens, and also the Pens got Eric Tangregi. But anyway, Chris Kuznets, I feel, is possible because he has 3 cups with the Pens, 2009, 2016, and 2017, the back-to-back run. Will be retired for Pittsburgh Penguins history only. Number 14, Chris Kuznets, is one of my favorite players of all time in Penguins history, and will be definitely in my top, players' favorite history of the Crosby, Malkin, Letang era, and Marc-Andre Fleury. And Chris Kuznets played 569 games for Pittsburgh, scoring 202 goals and had 386 points before leaving free agency in 2017, where he would join the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then final season would be with Chicago in 2020. And another thing, he has a gold medal from the 2014 Winter Games, and I remember, which was in Russia, I remember people were very angry when Kuznets was selected, saying the only reason why he was selected because he plays well with Crosby. If I recall, there was injuries. Someone got hurt before the thing started or something. I don't exactly remember, but he has a gold medal, and that definitely boosts his chances to go have his jersey number retired for Pittsburgh Penguins only. And don't forget, he was a staple in Crosby's wing. He played really well with Sidney Crosby. And Kuznets was an undrafted player. And don't forget, he has an extra cup with his cup in 2007 with the Anaheim Ducks. But he's no Hall of Famer for anything. Most undrafted players usually are fourth liners or just play in the AHL most of their career and end their hockey very early. But Kuznets was undrafted. That's something we also got to remember. And don't forget, he scores that game-winning goal in Game 7 in double overtime against Ottawa. That's a legendary moment for him. So I really think Kuznets, for a non-superstar player, could have his jersey retired for Pens only. Next up, number 9, Pascal Dupuis, who was traded on February 26, 2008, and they traded Colby Armstrong to get him, and some other guys, which are no big importance, but this trade was part of the legendary players that are Pittsburgh Penguins legends to help win cups, like Pascal Dupuis, who had started having health issues in 2013-14, for those who don't know. He had blood clots, and he was forced to retire in the 2015-16 season, and he was forced to retire. He was a veteran player. He brought grit to the team, and he became a fixture on Crosby's wing. He used to play with Kuznets and Crosby. He played really well, and Pascal Dupuis on most teams would be just a fourth liner. And he had, let's see his stats. He had 109 goals, 138 assists, points 247, and he played 452 games as a Pittsburgh Penguin. For those who are asking, why am I making a video like this before we continue? Let's look at Ottawa. They retired player Chris Neil, who played 15 seasons with Ottawa, played a lot of games, and only had 250 points, but he had a lot of penalty minutes. If Chris Neil can be retired for just Ottawa Senators, I'm pretty sure some of these Pens players could be retired. And Pascal does have 3 cups with the Pens, 2009, 16, and 17 he has with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, with all those years he had with the Penguins, and the only reason why I think we could put him up there with the only for Penguins history is just because of the 3 cups he has. So moving on to the last one. Before we finish it, I just want to say I love Pascal Dupuis. He's one of my favorites, like of all time, with Crosby, Malkin, with Tang, and Marc-Andre Fleury. I just think Chris Kuznets has more of a better chance because with the gold medal and all the games he played, and also playing more games and that double overtime. But Pascal's still amazing. But I personally would love to see his number retired for just Penguins history only. And last but not least, their 3rd round pick in, I think it was 2013 or 2012, I don't exactly remember, who played 8 seasons for the Penguins, started out in the AHL, was number 59, Jake Guentzel, recorded 446 regular season points, played 503 games, 219 goals, assists 247, almost had 3 40-goal seasons with the Penguins, and Guentzel, a lot of people said, was a puppet of Crosby, but look what he's doing in Tampa. Yes, he's playing with players like Braden Point and Kucherov, but Getzel's just a really great player, and this guy probably has the best chance for when it comes to skill, having his jersey retired just for a Pittsburgh Penguin. Like, we've seen what Guentzel can do, especially his first year, and also what he did in Game 6. Like, Guentzel is a playoff performer, and he can really perform in the regular season. Even right now, he's putting up 40 consistent goal seasons, even with Tampa. And also, he has a Stanley Cup championship under his belt, 2017. And Guentzel could have maybe won Conn Smythe in 2017 for 2nd or 3rd best option. So, yeah, and also one honorable mention I'll mention is Phil Kessel. Even though he only played 4 seasons, he did help and almost win a Conn Smythe in the 2016 playoff run. Oh, yeah, Phil Kessel and Jake Guentzel probably have the best options for not being franchise elite players to have their jersey numbers retired, just for Pittsburgh Penguins history only. But I would have to say, if someone had to, like, most likely would have a better chance of having their jersey number retired just for Pittsburgh Penguins history. And like I said, this is not for the entire league, like 99 and other players. Like, Crosby's number is going to be retired the entire league, most likely. And I already can see 8 being retired for Alexander Ovechkin. And for Capitals, they'll have that number retired. Ovechkin's a Hall of Famer. He's the greatest goal scorer. But anyway, the only Penguins player that I could see besides Guentzel and Phil Kessel for like non-elite franchise players is Chris Kuznets, just for having 3 cups and a gold medal and that goal against Ottawa in double overtime in 2017. So yeah, this is my thoughts on who I think the Pens could retire their jerseys for certain players that were but are considered Penguins legends, in my opinion.